Six prizes with one attack. Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and welcome back to the Popsicle Knight channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please take a second to click the like button if you like this video, or hit the thumbs down if you don't. Also, if you enjoy the contents of this channel, please subscribe if you haven't already. This video is sponsored by PTCGOstore.com, the best place for you to get PTCGO code cards. Are you looking to complete your Pokemon card collection online for the latest set, or get booster packs to use for trading online, or the new ETB box and sleeves? PTCGOstore.com has everything you need. Please use my code KNIGHT22 at checkout so you can get a 5% discount. Help yourself out with the discount, and thank you for helping support the content I create in this channel and for helping out PTCGOstore.com. So for today, we'll be taking a look at Lunala from the Celebration set. Lunala is a stage 2 Pokemon with 160 HP. It has 2 retreat cost, minus 30 resistance to fighting, and is weak to dark. I'm mostly featuring its Lunar Pain attack. For 2 colorless energy, you can double the number of damage counters on all of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack is super strong, allowing you to even wipe out your opponent's whole board. I have 4 twin energies in this build, so we can easily power up this attack. It also has the Psychic Shot attack that deals 130 damage and 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. But because I'm not using any purple energies in this build, I will not be using this attack. It is worth noting that Lunala's pre-evolutions, Cosmog and Cosmoem, both have the Star Protection attack. For 1 colorless energy, you can flip a coin, and if it's heads, you can prevent any damage done to that Pokemon, so you have a chance of stalling if you really need to. But in this particular build, I will be partnering Lunala with Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. It has 2 attacks that stand out. The first one is Gale Thrust. For 1 fighting energy, it can deal 30 damage, but if you switch into the active during this turn, this attack will deal 150 damage instead. And its second attack is G-Max Rapid Flow. For 2 fighting and 1 colorless energy, it will deal 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, and then you discard all energy on Urshifu. Hitting multiple targets will be very important for the strategy of this build. To increase damage, I also included Passimian with the Throwing Coach ability, increasing Rapid Strike attack damage by 30 when it hits a benched V or GX Pokemon. And similarly, I'm also using the Telescopic Sight tool card, increasing damage by another 30 damage when it hits a benched V or GX Pokemon. So with these 2 combined, you can potentially deal 180 damage to 2 Pokemon on your opponent's bench with G-Max Rapid Flow. So with all the damage spread out, Lunala can then double those damage counters, and most likely knocking out your opponent's Pokemon. In most cases, this will allow you to take multiple prizes, and sometimes all 6 prizes with a single attack. And I'm also using the Drizzile line with the Shady Dealings ability. If you evolve Sobble into this Drizzile, you can search your deck for 1 trainer card. But also Inteleon with the Shady Dealings ability as well, but you get to get 2 trainer cards instead of 1. And I'm also using the evolution Inteleon with a quick shooting ability. Once per turn, you can deal 2 damage counters to any one of your opponent's Pokemon. And this is actually really useful because you can build up that damage counter for Lunala to double later on. For added consistency, I also have Snorlax with the Gourmandize ability. As for the other cards, since Lunala is a stage 2, I have Evolution Incense and Rare Candy to help with evolution, Level Balls to help search for the Inteleon pre-evolutions or the Lunala pre-evolutions. I also have Ordinary Rod, Quick Ball, and Switch, Pal Pad, and Tool Scrapper. The Tower of Water's Stadium is actually really useful in this build as well, which makes it a lot easier for this Rapid Strike Inteleon and also our Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX to retreat from the active and maybe switch out into Lunala. And as for the other supporters, I have Boss's Orders, Marnie, and I also have Raihan. You can use this if one of your Pokemon was knocked out by your opponent on their last turn. If you have a basic energy in your discard pile, you can attach that energy to one of your Pokemon, and then you can search your deck for any 1 card. And finally, Professor's Research. And that's pretty much it. The deck list will be in the description below. And please don't forget to hit the like button. It helps me out to get this video to more viewers like you. And again, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. We're on the road to reaching 3,000 subscribers at this point. And I just want to thank all of you for your continued support, and I really appreciate it. But anyways, let's get into some games and we can go into some more of the other details about the strategy of this build. Alright, we win the coin flip, and I'm going to go first. And we're going to start off with a Rapid Strike Urshifu V, which is great. I actually like starting with Rapid Strike Urshifu V because all I have to do is attach an energy on my first turn. And then on my second turn, if I can evolve into a VMAX, I can attack with the help of the Rapid Strike energy. But of course, if you don't have them, we won't be able to attack. But still, I like being able to attack on the second turn. And then just set up Lunala, and then you can double those damage. We are up against a Decidueye build and an Inteleon. So it's going to be a lot harder for Urshifu to attack, especially if they can evolve into Decidueye right away. But for now, I'm just going to use Marnie. There's not much I can use on my hand to keep going with my setup. So with that, we get a level ball. Probably going to set up Sobble. And I do have another Lunala in the deck. So I could use my quick ball to discard this Lunala. And I can get my Snorlax, so I can use Gormandize. Set up my Tower of Water so I can freely retreat my Urshifu. Then we can use Gormandize. You can always use this Ordinary Rod to get that Lunala back from the discard pile. And we still don't get a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX or a Rapid Strike Energy, so I was actually counting on that so that we can knock out these two Pokemon and just win the game. But I guess it wouldn't be much of a showcase if I did that. Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX on its own is actually pretty good already. Although while it can attack multiple targets, the attack is not really strong enough to KO a lot of VMAXs or Pokemon with a lot of HP. So this is where Lunala comes in and really makes Rapid Strike Urshifu really great, actually. For the meantime, I'm just going to use Quick Ball to get another Sobble. And, okay, I could probably use my Ordinary Rod to get Passimian and Lunala back. I mean, I could use Passimian to do some chip damage on the bench, even if our opponent's not using any V or GX Pokemon. And might as well just put Twin Energy on Sobble and then Professor's Research. Okay, we get an Inteleon. I could probably evolve this one. So I can start using my Quick Shooting, start doing some chip damage. We get Drizzile, but I can't evolve yet because I just put that Sobble on the bench. I might as well just put chip damage on this active, I think. Especially if we can't get rid of that big charm. I think the chip damage is going to make a big difference. For the meantime, I'm going to use Palpad to get Raihan and Professor's Research back into the deck. And I'm just going to Gormandize for 3 cards. Okay. So now we have Inteleon, Quick Shooting. Most probably we're going to be using that to attack, especially if they start fully evolving into their Decidueyes. And again, Urshifu V or VMAX won't be able to damage their Decidueye. I have been playing around with the some of the supporter cards. I am using Raihan here, but I'm testing between Raihan versus Melanie with Water Energy. But both are pretty good. It's really up to your playstyle, but I think either one is great. But the thing with Raihan is that you have to have Pokemon get knocked out your previous turn. But this build actually is really fast and really strong. Sometimes you might not have any Pokemon get knocked out. So I don't think Raihan is much of a help with this build. But I'm just going to Professor's Research. And I might just start building up my Lunala one stage at a time. So I'm just going to get Cosmoem to evolve. And I'll just evolve into Lunala the next turn. Let's see. I can use my Quick Ball, get rid of this Evolution Incense. Might not need that this turn. Well, we only got Passimian available. Might as well thin out the deck, I guess. Just put that in our hand. And then, yeah, I can use Tool Scrapper to get rid of that Big Charm. Use Quick Shooting first. Keep building up that damage counter on that Decidueye. And I'm just gonna Gorman Dice for 3. Okay, alright, so we can set up our VMAX. We also have Rapid Strike Energy, which is great. And it looks like our opponent is also using a Suicune V. Okay. That's actually good because now we can target that with G-Max Rapid Flow. And that's going to put it within knockout range once we set up Lunala. So that's going to get us more prizes in the long run. Their Decidueye though, oh, they're going to boss. Oh no, they're going to boss our Cosmom. So now, and we already have used up our rare candy, so ooh, this is gonna be a tough one. And Cosmom is within knockout range to 90 damage and dealing 20 damage to Inteleon and Cosmog on the bench. So can put Rapid Strike Urshifu V in the active, but we won't be able to damage Decidueye. We can use Snorlax, but then we can't even draw anyways. So I could probably just tank hits with this Urshifu in the active. Let me get Evolution Incense, or use Evolution Incense to... let me actually get the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, might as well. I have access to Rapid Strike Energy. I'll probably just start dealing some damage on their Pokemon. Let me boss this Suicune V because they need 2 energies to attack. It doesn't have an energy yet, and it has 2 retreat costs, so they can't get it back unless they have a switch or an air balloon. And for the meantime, I'm just going to use Quick Shooting to keep building up damage on this Decidueye. It has 140 HP, so we should be able to knock it out with Lunala. We just have to set up Lunala. And I think I'm just going to G-Max Rapid Flow and just hit these 2, Inteleon and Suicune V for 120 each. Obviously, Decidueye will not get any damage, so those are the 2 only options we got anyways. And they're going to start using their Fleet-Footed ability to draw into more cards. And not much... There's really not much we have on our hand, which is not good. Okay, so our opponent also has Leafeon V. That's a very interesting build that they they have there. I mean, makes sense. And they also have water energy. Okay, so I guess they can attack with Suicune V and also Leafeon VMAX. Leafeon VMAX requires only 2 energy, and then its damage attack depends on how much retreat cost your opponent has. And they're gonna boss us. They're gonna boss Snorlax and they're gonna pass, so they won't be able to attack. But that's okay. We have switch. You can just switch out of Snorlax. But now that they have V Pokemon, I can actually use Passimian. He's gonna continue to chip away at this Decidueye. Now it's within knockout range. We just have to set up our Lunala. Hopefully they don't knock out our Cosmog. And I guess we can play Passimian. I'm gonna Gorman Dice for 3 once more. We still can't evolve into Lunala. We need that Cosmoem, and there's no way we can have access to it at this point. Suicune V only has 90 HP left. I can just knock it out with Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Let's see, let me just put Passimian in the active. I have switch anyway, so that's fine. We get Level Ball, finally evolve into Cosmoem. And then I have Raihan, which is... I can power up my... Yeah, I can power up Passimian instead. I can do that chip damage And then I can get the twin energy so I can power up Cosmom. And then I'm just gonna, hold on, quick shooting this Decidueye and fling Decidueye once more. So we'll only deal 80 damage, but at least it's gonna make it so that we can knock it out with Inteleon if we need to. They also have Inteleon V on their build. Okay. Alright, I've seen everything. I mean, if Decidueye is there to kind of become a wall to their build, so they have that option. And if they need the V or VMAX to attack, why not? So, okay. Leafeon and Inteleon are also there. So we can get 3 prizes already with Suicune and Inteleon. 4 prizes actually with Decidueye. Hopefully they don't have a scoop up net. So let me just play this Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Let me evolve it into Lunala. And then I'm gonna quick shooting this Decidueye. Then use this energy, G-Max Rapid Flow, these 2 V Pokemon in the bench, 420. So if they don't evolve those 2, we can just knock them out. Dude, so on our next turn, as long as they don't knock out our Lunala, as long as they don't boss it, all we need to do is quick shooting that Decidueye. It'll be in knockout range if we double the damage on it. And we can actually... Dude, that's it! Dude, oh no! So we're gonna survive. And I'm just gonna quick shooting this Decidueye. Put an energy on this just in case. But I'm gonna switch Lunala to use Lunar Pain. Doubling all damage on all of our opponent's Pokemon. Wiping out the whole board. 6 prizes with 1 attack. Alright, on to our next match. I'm gonna choose to go first. And we're gonna start off with a Rapid Strike Urshifu V, which is great. Ideal. Ideal for me. We have Rapid Strike Energy to energize. We have Quick Ball and Tower of Water, so we can easily retreat. I'm probably gonna get a Gormandized Snorlax with the Quick Ball because we need more cards for setup. And we are up against Dragapult VMAX build, which Urshifu is weak against, so I gotta watch out for that. At least Urshifu VMAX can survive an attack. So let me get Snorlax, free retreat. I'm gonna Gormandize for 4 cards. Okay, we get a Sobble. Twin Energy is good actually. So the Twin Energy, you can actually attach that to Urshifu. See, unlike the Rapid Strike or Strike specific energies, you can only attach those to specific Pokemon. But they're gonna Marnie us, so I'm gonna lose all those energies. So this is a, I don't know if this is a pure Dragapult build. Probably gonna use a lot of Inteleon to do some of those chip damage. And there's another Dragapult V. Okay, they're gonna use Bite against Snorlax, but that's not gonna deal enough damage. Let me set up my Cosmog in the bench and another Urshifu. And I'll set up another energy on that Urshifu. Just gonna Gormandize. We have Evolution Incense, which is great. Probably get myself a VMAX and start attacking. At least deal 120 damage against these 2 Dragapults. And having another Urshifu V set up, I can even use 2 VMAX in 2 turns, which is good. Let me use Level Ball. I can get a Sobble. and start setting that up so that I can use Shady Dealings on my next turn. But I will have to set up my Lunala at some point. Let me evolve into Urshifu VMAX. I will boss this guy, so at least they will not be able to retaliate. Let me get Snorlax back into the bench. I can use Gale Thrust, so I can hit for 120 damage. They have resistance. So with that move, it preserves Snorlax. They won't get any extra prize. We have Gale Thrust. We can do that chip damage on this Dragapult V. And what we need is to set up our Lunala at some point. But right now, what they need is another energy on their active. Retreat with it, and possibly they're gonna attack with the Dragapult VMAX. Okay, there's the Dragapult VMAX. So what they need is another energy to attach on the active, or maybe a switch so that they can switch out and attack our Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX for 260 damage and 5 damage counter on our benched Pokemon. Okay, Fog Crystal. So they're probably going to get an energy. No, they're going to get another Dragapult V. Okay. Another Dragapult V. But they had an energy. They're going to attach it to the bench. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to use the Shady Dealings Drizzile. And what I need here is... I need energy. I'll probably just get Telescopic Sight to increase damage on that VMAX. Get rid of this so I can get my Passimian. So that will increase the damage even more to the bench. Use Professor's Research. Oh, dude, we get a rare candy. This is perfect. Let me get Lunala. Might as well evolve that. Sweet. And I can attach this Twin Energy, and then I can use G-Max Rapid Flow and just attack these two. So they'll need to get 2 Dragapult VMAXs. I mean, the one in the active should survive, but either way, the one on the bench will not survive, even if they evolve into a Dragapult VMAX. They're gonna switch. They're gonna attack with Dragapult VMAX most probably. Yeah, but even if they boss Lunala, they won't knock it out, and they're not gonna be able to knock out our Urshifu VMAX because they're only gonna hit for 260 damage. And that's gonna be game. That's gonna be game. Alright, let me just get this Inteleon. Let me put another damage counter on this Dragapult just in case. Let me switch into Lunala. Lunar Pain. For 7 prizes. Look at all those prizes, man. Oh man, that was a quick game. Good game. Okay, so our opponent's gonna go first, and I'm gonna start off with a Cosmog in the active. The cards in my hand is really terrible though. There's really nothing I could use to even set up. Hopefully I don't get donked. Our opponent is using Mareep, so most probably it's a lightning type deck, or it could be a Rayquaza build, but definitely a Flaffy that energizes your bench Pokemon with discarded lightning, basic lightning energy. Oh, okay, it's a Flying Pikachu V. Okay, that's actually a really nice card. It's such a troll. With a coin flip, if you get heads, it becomes invulnerable to anything. Well, we got a really nice top deck. We really needed that, so we're just gonna use this Marnie. Get rid of this terrible hand. Hopefully we draw into some nice cards. Okay, we got a Sabo, which is good. We can't power up our Cosmog anyways. And I will save that Tower of Waters because anyways, it doesn't help out Cosmog. And most probably our opponent's going to be using Glimwood Tangle. And we might need that Tower of Water so that we can get rid of that Glimwood Tangle. There's the Flaffy with the Dynamotor ability. And that's going to power up their Pikachu fairly easily. They just need to get those lightning energies into the discard pile. You can use Level Ball so that they can get a Sabo. Alright, they also have the Inteleon line so they can get whatever cards they need from their deck. And they're going to Marnie. They're going to shuffle our hand. It's going to get rid of our Professor's Research. Hopefully we get into nice cards with this one. We get to Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, which is not good. But we have Quick Ball. I can try setting up a Rapid Strike Urshifu V, I suppose. And we get a Drizzle from the top deck, which is great. We get another trainer card. I can... But you know what? We might need to draw into more cards. So I think what I'm going to do here is just use Drizzle. Can set up another Sabo, but let me just get another Quick Ball. Let me just put this energy so I can retreat with Cosmog, and I'm just gonna get Snorlax. And unfortunately I don't have any other cards to discard, so I'll just retreat, and then I'm just gonna Gormandize, and let's see what we get. Okay, nice. We get the Rapid Strike Urshifu V, which actually I wanted to get with that Quick Ball, but I didn't want to discard the other Urshifu VMAX. So that Gormandize actually was a pretty good draw. We can set up Urshifu V in the bench, use Rapid Strike Energy, even attach Telescopic Sight onto it, potentially increasing our damage towards our opponent's Pokemon V in the bench. And if you didn't know, Flying Pikachu V is actually resistance to fighting, which makes it very unique. Even though it's a lightning type Pokemon, it has resistance to fighting, which is kind of cool. And it has free retreats, so I really want to play, build a deck around Pikachu V and try it out. Our opponent's build is actually pretty cool right now. I like the combination of the Inteleon line so that you can get any trainer card. Also the Flaffy, so that all you need to do is put the basic Flying Pikachu V on the bench, energize it quickly, and start attacking once again. So with that Drizzle, our opponent's gonna use Escape Rope. And most probably I'm just gonna switch into Cosmog because I don't want to lose this Drizzle, which I can evolve into Inteleon. But they're gonna be able to start attacking with their Flying Pikachu V, and that should be able to knock out Cosmog. But I didn't know that if you flip tails, you just prevent all the success of the attack. Okay, well, I guess that's a downside to Flying Pikachu V. But for the meantime, I'm just gonna start setting up my Urshifu V. And let's see. Okay, I still have Ordinary Rod in the deck, so I might as well use Professor's Research. But before I do that, I could just discard that. Let's see, I could get another Urshifu, or maybe another Sabo. I think another Sabo would be good. So I'll just get that, and I'm gonna use Professor's Research, and I'm hoping for an energy here. That way I can energize Urshifu, but I don't get it. So no, I probably shouldn't put Passimian because I can't use Gmax Rapid Flow anyways. I'll first need to get those VMAXs from the discard pile back to the deck. Okay, we have Ordinary Rod. Probably just gonna use this Level Ball to get a Drizzle. that will set us up for our next turn, but hopefully they don't Marnie us. So I'll just do that, and then what I'm gonna do is probably bench another Urshifu V. At this point, I'm just gonna thin out my hand so I can use Snorlax to Gourmandize. At least that will get us 3 cards. Okay, we get a Lunala finally. So we have a few things that we need here. We need another energy. We need those VMAXs back to the deck. And that's why I really hesitate when I have to discard all of the available cards that we need. So the VMAX, I really didn't want to discard it, but at that point, I had to use Professor's Research to draw into more cards. So it kind of makes this whole thing a lot more complicated than it should. But sometimes you have to do what you gotta do, because you gotta think about how random the cards you get from your hand is. So it doesn't always work out the way you want. Our opponent's gonna evolve into Flying Pikachu VMAX, and they're gonna knock out our Snorlax. So I'll just put this Urshifu in the active. They won't be able to knock it out just yet. And we get a rare candy from the top deck, which is great. Now I can evolve into Lunala. All we have to start doing now is really build up damage counters on our opponent's end, but you know, I'm having a hard time getting this whole thing set up though. I think I'll evolve into Drizzile. It's not much I could do to set up with just one trainer card, so I'll get Evolution Incense, and then I'm gonna get Inteleon with the Shady Dealings as well. That will get me 2 cards. I can retreat my active, and then let's see what's available here. I can retreat my active with Tower of Waters. I have Level Ball, so I can get another Drizzile on the next turn. And then I'll probably get Evolution Incense. Yeah, let me get Evolution Incense for the meantime. Because I can evolve into another Inteleon with a quick shooting ability. Let me just play this Tower of Waters, and I'm probably gonna boss. I'll probably just stall. Meantime, let me get Drizzile. I'm gonna boss the Flaffy because it has 2 retreat cost. Unless they have Air Balloon, they won't be able to retreat it as easily. But we can retreat because of Tower of Waters. I'm just gonna strafe and then retreat back into this Urshifu V. So with the Evolution Incense, what I could do here is with the Drizzile, I can evolve Drizzile and then get the Ordinary Rod. And with the Evolution Incense available, I can get Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and I can even use Gale Thrust. And I'm hoping that I get something really nice with our top deck. Hopefully an energy so I can even attack multiple targets with the Urshifu VMAX. So that's the plan. Hopefully it works out well. But for the meantime, our opponent's Pikachus are fully energized. They can just attack anytime. But you know what? They can't retreat, so that's great. We get an energy from the top deck. Look at that. So let me just evolve into Drizzile. Yes. And then I'll get... Let's see. Yeah, let's get the Ordinary Rod. And then get 2 Pokemon from our discard pile. Let's get these 2 back into the deck. Use Evolution Incense. And then evolve into Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Finally! And then we have free retreat because of Tower of Waters. And then we can hit those 2 Pikachus with G-Max Rapid Flow. Okay. So that's the idea here. There you go. 150 damage each thanks to the telescopic sight. Okay, they're gonna Professor's research. What I need here is Inteleon to do some chip damage so that we can secure a knockout once we use Lunala against that Pikachu VMAX. That flying Pikachu VMAX. Okay, they're gonna evolve it into Inteleon. Let's see what they get with their shady dealings. There's the Glimwood Tangle and a Crushing Hammer, which won't affect us as much because we don't we don't really have any energy. Okay, let me just put this in the active because we can retreat freely anyways. But you know what? We actually won't because they're probably gonna replace it with Glimwood Tangle. But that's okay. They still have a few. They still have a few prizes to go. And they're not gonna knock out my Urshifu V just yet. Oh, we get an evolution incense. So let me use this. Get this quick shooting Inteleon. And I can start doing some chip damage. So Flying Pikachu VMAX has 310 HP. And we can use this Inteleon with a quick shooting. Deal some chip damage actually on this active that will secure a knockout when we use Lunala. Actually, if we use Lunar Pain right now, we can actually get all 6 prizes. So Flying Pikachu VMAX will give up 3. Pikachu V in the bench will give up 2, and then Flaffy will give up 1. So that's a total of 6 prizes. But what we need is a Twin Energy, which we don't have. So, you know what? To be honest with you, I haven't been using Raihan as much. Especially with the lack of basic energy in this build. And we draw into a level ball, which again, is not going to be too useful. Yeah. We can't use Raihan right now. I can put Passimian in the bench, I guess. I can pivot out of this because I need this Inteleon, I feel like. And I'm just gonna quick shooting their Flaffy. Yeah, all we really need is this Lunala. We need that Twin Energy. I need to preserve this Inteleon, so I'm probably just gonna retreat into Passimian. Because it's done its job already. We have enough damage counters on their Pokemon Vs. So even if they knock it out, we don't really... it's not going to affect the remainder of the strategy of this game. But we need that Twin Energy. Pierce is actually really good in this build too. Maybe instead of Raihan, we can use Pierce. So that we can easily search for our special energies. You can even search out Rapid Strike energy, so that could be an option. But for the meantime, ooh, they successfully get heads on their fly attack. That's gonna knock out our Passimian, and they're now invulnerable. Even if we manage to get Twin Energy on our Lunala, it's not gonna affect their active Pokemon. Let me just pivot into... Ooh, we get a Professor's Research. Nice. So I'm just going to use that. Dude, that's a good top deck. We get another Inteleon quick shooting. But again, we can't get through... We can't get past this flying Pikachu V. But, oh, you know what? It only has 190 HP. We can use these 2 quick shooting Inteleon to just... knock it out. So, okay, let's just do that. That'll get us 2 prizes. Get rid of that. Forget the invulnerability. it's useless. It's useless against The quick shooting. Alright, cool. We get a Tower of Waters, which we actually need. And yeah, we can just retreat a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX on our next turn. And then attack with Lunala. Finish the game. Oh, okay, it's still our turn, right. Yeah, we okay, we used the ability of Inteleon to knock out their Pikachu. So let me just use Pal Pad to get Boss and Professor's Research. Or you know what? Let me get Right Hand. And then no, that's it. Yeah. That's it. So we have free retreat because of Tower of Waters. All we need to do is attach this Twin Energy on Lunala. And then all we have to do is use Lunar Pain to deal double the damage, knocking out these two Pokemon, getting us 4 prizes for the win. Oh my goodness, this was a really complicated game. Good game. Lunala's Lunar Pain attack is scary strong, making it possible to even win the game with just one attack. While setup is important to make this attack work, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX is more than willing to take on the job. It has a lot of HP, it can attack multiple targets for minimal energy, and for a lot of damage. The only drawback is that Lunala's attack can be countered by Big Parasol, Wash Energy, or any modifiers that can prevent an effect of an attack. In that case, you'll most probably just rely on Urshifu to win the game for you. But other than that, Lunala is dangerously powerful. I highly recommend it. And that's it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this build and the gameplay. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching the Popsicle Knight channel, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.